Today we will destroy the world with this stunning artwork. No, but seriously, look at that. Look at the colors. Look at the composition. Look at the posture. Today you will learn how to create this artwork step by step. This video is sponsored by me because no one wants to pay me. If you want to learn how these crazy artwork animations were created or how to use Photoshop's 3D features to create realistic objects and stunning artworks, make sure to go to learnfromfred.com where you can start your free trial months full of premium Photoshop classes with the best teacher ever. With that said, let's get it done. So the first thing, of course, we just need to import the image into Photoshop. Just take the image from your folder and drag it into Photoshop. And now let's go and change the colors of our image. So we just have to go to filter and camera raw filter. So this filter actually helps us to change our colors dramatically. So for example, here as you can see, I can play with temperature. We can make it blue or yellow. I can play with tint, make it greener or more purple and other stuff. And if you just go a little bit forward, you can see all the numbers that I have here, and you can use the same numbers in your own Photoshop. And as you can see, I increased contrast, but I also played here with highlights and shadows, and I also added more texture so that we can feel the image better. Next we need to go to Hsl Adjustments, and here as you can see we have reds, oranges and so much more, and we can kind of adjust the tone of every color. For example, I can make the reds more pink or more orange, I can make the oranges more yellow or more pink, and so on. I can do the same to the yellows and so on. And here as you can see, these are the colors that I chose. I made the aquas really green, and we can see it here. The sky was blue before, but now it's green. And also oranges, I brought them from orange to reddish, and we can see it on his skin because his skin was orange, but now it's kind of red. And I'll just go and click that sweet OK button. I mean, this already on itself looks amazing with these colors, with this posture here. He looks like he's about to turn to some kind of monster. It's just amazing and so exciting. Next step is to actually create this and these colors here, and for that we're going to use my secret technique. So first of all, let's go and create a new empty layer. Ba-bam. Next step is to go to adjustment layers and create here a hue saturation adjustment layer. And also very important, you have to click this button here. This basically makes this adjustment layer attached to the empty layer that we just created. You will see that in a moment. And also let's increase the saturation, and I would advise you to increase the saturation to the maximum because I have not done it here to the maximum, and also hue somewhere like that. And as you can see here, we have this arrow here, and that's because we clicked the button previously, which was also an arrow, and now as you can see, this hue saturation is connected only to this empty layer. So now let's select this layer. Let's go here, click right button and choose mixer brush tool. So mixer brush tool basically helps us to mix stuff, just like you would mix your favorite cookie with a chocolate. But mixer brush tool mixes colors instead. And here it's very important to have the same parameters that like I have here. So this has to be clicked on, both of them, and just make sure to have the same numbers, and also sample layers selected. And before we start drawing, let's actually go to our hue saturation layer. Just double click here, bam bam, in order to open the properties panel. And here what I want to do, I want to change this hue a little bit to the left, so I can just take this and drag it to the left. So yeah, I chose the wrong colors first time, but now it's right. Make sure you have the empty layer selected, and if I start drawing, ba-bam, look at that, what happened. So I just drew with my mixer brush tool here, and as you can see, we are seeing here just red and some yellow colors on the edges. And you wonder, wait, but we never chose red, yellow and also some kind of weird colors here. How did we get them? Well, that's because mixer brush tool actually took all the colors that we have in hue saturation and started mixing them. That's why it's called mixer brush tool. And as you can see, boom, I draw another line here, and let's continue. Boom, another line. Boom, another line. So as you can see, I'm just drawing lines, bam, bam, bam. So I want to change the size of my brush now. If I just go here, and I will make it probably 4, I think. Yeah, I made it 4. And now I will draw another line here. And the reason I made it 4, so it's actually thinner than all the other lines, because before I was using like 8. And now if I draw, see what's gonna happen. Look at that, ba-bam! As you can see here, we have a green line, and the color green was actually automatically chosen by the mixer brush tool. Now I changed my brush back to 2, and I just drew 2 more thin lines. Ta-dang, 1, ta-dang, number 2. And now, my dear friends, get ready to experience the magic. I made my brush a little bit bigger. If we go here, we can see that now it's 28 size, and also it's pretty smooth, so hardness must be 0. If you just click on this arrow here, you will be able to make the hardness from 100 to 0%. And now we will start drawing, and look at that. If I just start drawing here again on this empty layer, look what is happening. We start getting many different colors. Again, that's happening for the same reason that these colors happened. So again, we are using mixer brush tool, we are drawing on an empty layer, and also we have hue saturation adjustment layer. That's why it's mixing everything, and we're getting these beautiful colors. And look at that, I can just continue drawing. My main goal is to make it look like colors are dropping down from the skies and dropping on him. So that's why it kind of needs to look like a drop. So let me just speed up this process. And sometimes you need to make your brush a little bit smaller. When actually water is dropping, it's getting smaller and smaller to the end. And here we need to do the same. As you can see now, I made it a little bit smaller. As you can see now, it's 6 the size of my brush, and I'm just drawing it. I hope I will not forget to cut this out. So now here's the deal, we need to add more colors here on this red and green lines and so on, because they look like there's only one color, and it is actually only one color here. That's why we're going to do next. We need to select all of these drawings, and how we're going to do that. So if you go to this layer, to this empty layer on the thumbnail, and then you hold Ctrl or Command, you will see this kind of box near the hand, and then when you click on this thumbnail, look what's gonna happen. Ba-bam! We have all of this selected. So basically, when you hold Ctrl or Command and click on some layer, it helps you to select that layer. And now we just have to draw over these lines here, because when we start drawing, it will draw only inside the selection and it will not go beyond the selection. So you can just come here, you can draw, bam, boom. As you can see, bam, I drew here, and here now we have different colors. I draw here, again different colors. And then you just need to draw over every single line. And voila! Look at that! Now we have different colors here. Because I am Fred, the Photoshop superhero. Have you ever looked at one of your classmates and thought, oh my god, why is he so stupid? And wished that they were smarter? Well, in Photoshop, you can actually turn stupid things into smart. And that's what we're gonna do with this layer here. So I'll just go here. As you can see right now, it's kind of stupid, and we click right button here somewhere on the empty space. Boom, boom. Look, we have here convert to smart object, and if I just click boom, boom, bam, as you can see now we have just this icon, which means it is smart. Well, unfortunately you cannot do that with your classmates, so you'll have to live with that. Now when we have done that, we need to go to filter, and then we need to go to Liquify Effect. So Liquify Effect actually helps us to drag things to the left and to the right and just do some little dancing. You will see what I mean. Now if I choose the first tool here, and also make sure your size is a little bit bigger, well, not that big of course. So just make sure to have the same parameters I have here, density, size and pressure. Make sure to go to show backdrop and have exactly the same as I have here. This will help us to make sure that we see the whole image. And if I click and drag, look what's gonna happen. If I just click and drag, ba-bam! Look at that! They're getting pushed over to the left. Woo! So this tool, that's why it's called Liquify. It helps us to push things to the left, right, up and down. And actually, when we finish this, when we just click OK, we will not see these straight lines. We will only see it go from here and then to the left. And now we can just do the same a little bit here. Click and drag. Yeah, but this looks horrible, and if you want to go back, you can always just click Ctrl or Command plus Z, just like a normal Photoshop hotkey. And I will go back, actually, boom boom. Okay, let's actually make pressure and density a little bit less, so when we drag them, it goes a little bit less to the left, because that controls how strongly it moves things. So now if I drag, as you can see, it's going a little bit less to the left. I can do it again and again, and now it looks much better. And now we can just go and click that sweet OK button, or just click enter. No, not you again. No! Please don't do that! Okay. A mouse took my chocolate again. That damn mouse. I will find him and It's gonna be bad. So now we need to convert all of them together into one smart object. How are we going to do that? First, we're going to select this image here, and then if you hold Shift and click on this layer, as you can see, everything in between is also selected, and now you can just click right button here and choose convert to smart object. Ba-bam! It's like if you could just take your whole class and make them all smart at the same time, just like that. Yeah, and this empty layer, we don't need it. I just created it by accident, so I will just delete it. Bam, 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 bam. Now when we have this selected, let's go again to filter and go to Liquify. Yes. So now what we're gonna do, we will actually make the face and the whole body melt. What I mean by that is, as you can see here, we have the face is melting. As you can see, again, I'm using this tool, and you can just use the same parameters that I have here. Okay, make the melt a bit higher, and click and drag. Click and drag. So now you will need to experiment a little bit, to make sure you get the effect that you want actually. As you can see, a little bit on his t-shirt as well, and then also a little bit on his pants and on his face, of course. Voila. And this is already so beautiful, so fabulous, so majestical. Let's just click that OK button again, and we are done. And the only thing left here is actually to play with the colors a bit. So if I go to adjustment layers here, I can choose color balance. So just make sure to have the same colors, the same numbers like I have here. And now we need to click here and go to highlights, and here on the highlights, make sure to have these numbers here, as you can see, a little bit more cyan, a little bit more blue. So, and now we have left only the shadows. And now let's just click here and go to the shadows, and here we can play a little bit with the shadows, and voila, just make sure to have the same numbers like I have here. We are done, my dear friends, you and me and you, we are together, power. Make sure to check out my classes, premium Photoshop classes, learnfromfred.com, where you can start your free trial months and access all of my premium classes. My heart. I don't know why I'm holding my heart. I have no idea what I am doing. Anyway, I will go back to where I came from, and of course I came from Narnia, because best Photoshoppers live in Narnia. Bye bye. Ding.